Hello, my name is Yerlin Hernandez. I am a sports medicine 3 student, and for my Unit 1 project, I am going to be doing a strength and conditioning program for the swim. To get to know my athlete, her name is Kira Saley. She is my best friend. She's a junior at South Tahoe High School, and her goal was just to use her legs more, and I kind of modified that from her baseline testing. So, once again, the goal is to improve her kick when she swims, and we will see this later in the baseline testing, as I said, how she needed more work on synchronizing her lower body. So, for the purpose of the project, was to use her legs better, more efficiently, and overall build her leg muscle, which will result with better performance. So, my plan was to research and find out what are some things that she could improve on, what are some things that work for her, and some do's and don'ts for her swimming. Then I created a program based on what I researched and what I found, and after that, we did her baseline testing, and from there, I thought what was the issue and what needed to be fixed. We worked on the program 4 times a week for after school, and then the results were sadly in a different pool, but we did try to get the same distance um, at the other pool. So for the baseline testing, we did this in the sports medicine pool, and in this we can see how her legs are kind of floppy, and her waist and her legs aren't working together. They're kind of going against each other, and she kind of gets stuck in, as you can see. Um, so it's just kind of messy overall, which isn't good. That could mess up her time. So for the program, we did some stretches. The stretches were usually about a minute long from one side of the room to the next. Um, and I wasn't able to insert all the clips of her doing this, but she did do all of them for the 4 days that we did them. And then for the exercises, we did some weighted squats. And she would do about 3 sets of 10. After, she would do flutter kicks on her back. She would do these 5 times for about 10 seconds each. Then she would do single leg lifts, which I don't have a video of. And she would do 4 sets of 10. Then she would do Supermans. They were each a minute long, and she would do these 3 times. The wall sits, once again, a minute each, and she would do these 3 times. She would then do mountain climbers. I don't have a clip of. And she would do these until failure. She would then do box jumps, 4 sets of 10, and lastly, jump ropes. So, this was her doing the kick, using the kickboard and just kicking, and this is the baseline. Um, and then this was her at the other pool doing her kicks. And in the first one, you can kind of see her waist being all over the place, while in the second one, we can see her using her legs and waist more properly and not just exerting herself for no reason. So for the muscles that we were targeting, we were mainly targeting her hamstrings, her quads, a bit of her core, her gastrocnemius, her soleus, In some of the exercises, we saw her gluteus maximus, um, and these were all the muscles that were targeted in her exercises. So for the final test, in this clip, I noticed that she was a lot more smoother than the first time. Um, she didn't get stuck and didn't struggle as much. And in the next clip, we will compare them. This was the first one. You can see, once again, her waist and her legs aren't paired up evenly. And then the second one, we can see she smoothly goes from one side to the next. Do I think my program worked? Overall, I think it did work. We definitely can see the difference of her before and after. Um, her time was a little bit different, but not much of a change. I think if this program was um, used for a longer period of time, we would definitely would see a change and progress from that. From the client's opinion, I would ask her after each um, day how her legs felt, and I asked her and how she felt doing the swimming again and if she felt a difference. She said that she didn't think that she would see much of a difference, but she definitely could feel the difference in her legs and how she experienced some soreness, but she did feel them being a little bit more stable. So that is the end of my video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.